Would you eat a Michelin star steak without going to the restaurant that serves the steak and without the help of the chef who made it? I think not. The reason that the steak is the best is that they know what the other steaks taste like, and based on all that knowledge and experience, they make a better one. Why do people want to buy a property? I know a lot of people who want to buy, have been wanting to buy, have the money, have the requirement, but still wait to pull the trigger because they don't want to make a poor decision. And that's a big thing, and it happens. When we're not thinking objectively, we risk making poor or impulsive decisions. In the property game, this can mean purchasing an underperforming asset, losing money, having to start all over again, and even regretting the home you have chosen for yourself. So, why do we get so emotional about buying property? Well, we live in it. It's our home, king of the castle. It is the most expensive asset class. It is closely linked with our financial goals and aspirations. For example, making sure that you have invested wisely for a comfortable retirement. What does this mean for us? Buying a home is an inherently emotional decision. It is undeniably connected with our dream lifestyle, your family, and your vision for the future. Home buying carries with it a great deal of emotional baggage. Whether it is about finding the perfect home to raise your kids or live in a location that you love. So of course there's emotion involved. The home is ideal, it's exactly the location you want, there are 5 other parties keen on it, you need to be the purchaser. This is what you go through when buying a house. But let me take this conversation in a different direction. A lot of people say that if you're buying a property as an investment, all you're concerned about is the numbers, the ROI and the appreciation potential. And I will argue that the emotion of buying an investment property is often overlooked. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to detach yourself from the emotion of buying an investment property. For your family, you envision a big backyard. Your kids will always remember the days when they kicked around the ball, had barbecues in winters, and help you with the gardening. Tenants, on the other hand, will find your perfect garden a hassle to maintain. The attributes of the property you purchased, which are attractive to you, might send prospective tenants running for the hills. Letting your emotions overly influence your decision when purchasing a home or investment increases the risk of overcommitting financially or buying an underperforming asset. When emotions are misdirected, they can lead to poor decisions which adversely impact your lifestyle by not purchasing a home that's right for you. From an investment perspective, it can mean receiving poor rental returns, reduced capital growth, or even having huge headaches from the problem tenants. It is imperative to go into the market with a clear head. Rushing into decision carries the risk that you buy on a whim and purchase quickly because you don't want to commit to the required time and effort to the process, or you are simply tired of the prolonged frustration of searching for the property and would like it over and done with. Conversely, delays associated with the fear of taking on debt, purchasing the wrong property, paying too much, or second-guessing the timing of the market can be very costly and cause paralysis by analysis. So, how can we emotionally detach ourselves? Planning and preparation. If we have a clear strategy and set of steps to undertake towards purchasing as part of an overall plan, we will gift ourselves the advantage of more objective and logical decision making. Before we start looking for property, we must first understand how our next property fits into our short-term and long-term plans, where we need to compromise, determine the appropriate price relative to our affordability, the appropriate location based on our budget. We can then begin our search and ultimately negotiate the successful purchase of the right home or investment. When purchasing a home or investment, it is important to keep your emotions in check. If you find that you cannot remove the emotion in purchasing, you may want to enlist the help of someone who is aware of the property market. What options are best for your budget? What properties will give you the best yields in what kind of markets, etc. etc. A good experienced real estate agent like myself, for example, I give so much weightage to the fact that I started my career in real estate as a rental agent. And this has helped me so much, both in terms of making and building relationships, but also what kind of properties get the best tenants, tenants that pay, and how to look for them. Because I go the whole 9 yards for my investors. From choosing, to money management, to snagging, to finding tenants. I manage it all. Yes, you might argue that taking help of someone who ultimately has a stake in you buying a property is dangerous. But is it? This is, after all, the service we provide. Would you eat a Michelin star steak without going to the restaurant that serves the steak and without the help of the chef who made it? I think not. The reason that the steak is the best is that they know what the other steaks taste like, and based on all that knowledge and experience, they make a better one. But hey, ultimately, the key to making great property decisions and minimizing unhelpful emotions is a mixture of getting many things right in combination. It involves knowing yourselves, your goals, having a plan, and successfully managing risk before even stepping into the situation of property selection and buying process. This will enable you to have the ability to take a step back and consider your options calmly and rationally. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you and see you in the next piece.